I was talking to the stupid camera and the darn thing wasn't even recording. I just got gas because, you know, heading to work wouldn't be the same if I didn't have to stop and get gas. I woke up late this morning. I only had 30 minutes to get ready. Like, when I say I woke up just out of my sleep at 8 o'clock. I have to be at work at 9. So clearly I'm in a rush. I hate having to stop for gas. I wish there was a service that would deliver gas to our homes and put it in our vehicle. I know I just need to stop being lazy. I thought about it last night as I was about to get home, and I'm like, no, I'm too lazy. I'm just gonna go home. I'll do it in the morning. And look what happened. I need to learn from my previous mistakes and just get gas before I go home. That late night snack run backfired in 2 different ways. 1, I overslept. 2, I had heartburn. That one bite of the hot dog, I had heartburn. I don't get it. So this morning, I don't know what time I woke up and I'm like, oh! Today is my Friday and I'm very much looking forward to my weekend. Tommy has a meet and greet, well, right now a meet and greet on Thursday. Who knows if they'll cancel, because that's happened before, of course. And it'll be interesting. Sam was saying last night that he's starting to get attached to Tommy, and I'm like, I am too, but we can't keep him. That's the hard part of fostering. You just want to keep them all. And I know you hear that a lot. And I hear it a lot when people find out that I foster. But if you're real about it, you have to realize that you don't have the space, you don't have the finances to adopt all the dogs. At least I don't. And what makes it easier to give them up after you've invested, that much time and effort and energy and losing hours of sleep because they're barking in the middle of the night and, sacrificing the welfare of your carpet. What makes it all worth it is when you know that they're going to a good family and that they're going to be taken care of and they're going to be living a better life than what it was before. So that makes me feel a lot better, and that's why a lot of the times I'm okay with it. Like with Peter and Paul, I was happy to see them go. I was glad that, that they were going to an area where people love their animals. Mr. T, I heard last night that 1, his name was changed, and 2, he is about to get adopted. He's, I guess paperwork is going through. Charles, I get regular updates on Charles because my friend Sarah's the one that adopted him. And April has a meet and greet in a couple of days is what I last heard. Someone was really interested in her. And William, I'm not sure what's going on with William. I don't know. Sometimes I have to keep count in my head so that I remind myself that I'm not keeping them all, because sometimes I feel like I'm keeping them all because Franny, we decided to keep Franny, and that was more because I was afraid for her. I was afraid that she was going to have a hard time with the trip. I was afraid that her jaw, she wouldn't be able to eat, because that trip is like a 2-day drive, I think it was 2 or 3 days, and of course they're it's one person driving a van of 40 dogs up to Canada. And I'm sure she stops when she can to get them there, but having to in and out 40 dogs, I'm sure that can get kind of tiring. So I can't say I know how much attention is paid to them during that trip, but potty breaks and stuff like that. So, and plus not all dogs pee and poop on the same schedule. So, and because of her heart murmur, her age, her jaw, I felt like she would be better off staying with us. So we decided to keep her, paid her adoption fee, and now she's ours. We're just waiting for some final paperwork to come through, and then she's ours. Well, she is ours. We paid the fee already. But sometimes I think of the dogs that we did keep, and I'm like, I'm just keeping them all. But then I'm like, we've only decided to keep 2. That's Phoebe, you know, way back at the beginning, and Franny Banani. So, considering how many dogs I've fostered since then, it doesn't, you know, equal the amount of dogs that we've decided to adopt. So, that makes me feel better. I don't want to be the crazy dog person. Well, I guess even if I was, maybe I am already. Because our neighbors kind of look at us weird when we're out with 4 dogs in the front yard. They do. I'm not exaggerating. 4 dogs. You know, oddly enough, it's Franny and Phoebe that are having more accidents. Tommy, he's had maybe 3 or 4 accidents in the apartment. And of course we do the, you know, paper towel, try to soak it up, and we wait for a time when we can shampoo and get, you know, stuff out. Tommy surprisingly hasn't had many accidents in the apartment. It's Phoebe and Franny. It's one of the 2. I'm not sure. One of the 2. And I think it might be more Franny than Phoebe. But I'm like, Phoebe seems to be trying to blame things on Franny. I haven't vlogged all day. I know. Last time you guys saw me, I was driving to work, and now I'm home. I was just listening to this song. It's called Everybody's Free to Wear Sunscreen by Baz, B-A-Z. I don't know how to spell the last name, but it starts with an L. And I remember it came out the year I graduated from high school. I know. I was just listening to it, and sometimes I think of that song, sometimes I'll listen to it. I feel like it's one of those songs that I actually feel like I can refer to for, I guess, life advice. It's like a speech song, I guess. Does that make sense? But the guy's just kind of talking with music in the background, and it's really, I don't want to say inspiration or motivational, but it just kind of gives life advice, which I was listening to it now, and I was like, it's been a long time since I heard this song, and I think I listen to it like once every year or something like that. But every time I listen to it, I'm like, whoa, it's crazy, because all the things that he's saying, it makes sense, you know, even, you know, when it comes to your personal life, when it comes to, you know, your love life, married life, finances, how to treat yourself as far as, you know, your body. One is, don't congratulate yourself or berate yourself too little. And I try to keep that in the back of my head, because I feel like if we get too carried away, you know, going in either direction, it's not, you know, it's not good. And I think about the things that I've gone through in my life, and, you know, thankfully I haven't had a lot of trials or tribulations in my life, and I think I'm really blessed and lucky. I know that's not the case for a lot of people, but I don't take it for granted. And I don't know, if you have a chance, listen to it. If I remember, I'll try to link it below, and if I can figure out how to do it. It's kind of hard sometimes for me to figure stuff out when it comes to technology. I'm just waiting for Sam to get back from work right now. I'm so tired. I got back. I did a 11-hour shift today. When stuff came up towards the end of my shift, and I was like, I don't feel comfortable going home right now. So I decided to stay and just kind of make sure everything was okay, which, you know, thankfully everything was. But that resulted in an 11-hour shift, and as you can imagine, I'm really tired. The doggies are okay. When I got home, I had to quickly let them out because they had been, the girls had been in their crate for longer than I like them to be, and Tommy needed to be let out too. And Tommy has a meet and greet on Thursday. I got a message today saying that the potential adopter had already filled out the application, which I'm like, if somebody's gonna back out, the chances of them backing out, in my opinion, after they filled out the application, I don't want to think about it, but I'm really hoping that she's not gonna back out, especially since she's already filled out the application. So we have a meet and greet on Thursday, and I mean, if she pays the adoption fee to the rescue, Tommy could be, you know, with his new family by Thursday night, and I don't want to think about it. I know Tommy needs, you know, he needs his own humans. He needs doggies that are his age and are going to play with him, and kids that are going to want to play with him. Not that we don't want to play with them. It's just that we're mellow. We're mellow slow pokes that go at our own pace, and Tommy's like a toddler right now, wanting to get into everything. So it's not fair to keep him, even though we would love to keep him. We just don't have space. We don't have the things that he needs as a puppy. We can't really provide him with the energy level that he requires. So I'm really excited. I hope that it'll work out. I don't know. If it works out and Tommy, you know, goes to his new home, then that'll make me feel better about not having to attend the event this coming Saturday, because I can't go to that one. Anyway, just checking in.